Testing 1 2 3. Fans, Johnson & Wales University welcomes you to tonight's game. We remind you that one of the goals of collegiate athletics is learning lifetime values. Sportsmanship is one of those values that is best learned when respect is accorded to all. Please let your good sportsmanship show during the game. Johnson & Wales encourages and promotes sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. Profanity, racial or ethnic comments, harassing words, threats, physical confrontations, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Johnson & Wales Wildcat Center as the Wildcats host the Lions from Paine College. Please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country and the men and women who serve it with the playing of our national anthem. Now for the starting lineup.
Good evening, JWU fans. This is your sports commentator, Hart Hawley, as we're now getting ready to embark our journey into an amazing night in the Queen City, as our own wonderful Wildcats team of women will go up against Paine University Lions. The Johnson & Wales team has already started off a momentous season of being 11-4, while the Paine State University has already struggled their way of being 0-12, which is something that not many college fans would want to see from their own university. But besides that, we are getting ready to embark on another amazing night of basketball, as we have a lion within our own den, and we are going to try to see if our own winning team can claw through their way to another win of getting their 12th win of the season. And we can only hope that this win will only be another start and continuation to what is to come in the future of our own women's team, as we already got our lineups and our key players already making way to the field of the court. As we see the crowd already cheering for our teammates, we can only hope once again that this night will be a memorable one, as at the end of the day, this can only go good for one team and bad for the other. But we won't know until we embark on this amazing night of basketball. As we're getting ready to proceed with tip-off, let's go ahead and hope and cheer for our JWU Wildcat women that this night of basketball is a night truly worth remembering and also worth enjoying. And it looks like we're getting ready to begin our first night of basketball, as one of our JWU Wildcat women players has already hit to the free throw line and synced in the first free throw and the second one. Number 11, Kaya Davis, who is a freshman guard coming out of Goldsboro, North Carolina, as our opposing team is finally making their way onto the court after a very interesting start. as the Lions are already taking their way to the field. Let's go ahead and give our own JWU Wildcat women's basketball team an encouragement as we begin a wonderful night of basketball here at the Wildcat Center in Charlotte, North Carolina. The referees getting ready to hit their way into the middle of the court of the logo. Here we go. Ball goes all the way down to JWU fans. Malaya Preston, freshman, getting ready to dribble it up the court to number 4, Jordan Durant. Jordan Durant driving down into the paint, contested two-point shot, misses, and gets rebounded by Penn State. Number 11, Adia Dormu, going all the way to the court upside, gets the ball returned back to her. Back to number 35, Zakara Powell, but it is stolen. It is stolen and going down to the court side. Layup is good. Kaya Davis, who's already scored 4 points to start off this amazing sequence right now for JWU. Paine University going down to their middle court side. Going inside the paint, missed the layup. Number 22, Amira White has already missed an opportunity to try to get Paine on the board. Jordan Durant, one of the best scorers on the team, passes it to number 23, Gabby Tapley, as he drives into the paint and goes in for the layup. As it's now 6-0. Number 22, Amira White, who missed a previous shot earlier, nearly gets the ball taken from her as Malia Preston tried to snatch it out of her hands until the whistle has now been blown. Whistle was blown and we're getting ready. It looks like the refs are trying to communicate something here, seemingly a defensive foul. No, he scratched that. It's actually of the scoreboard. It looks like the timing system is off-put. Hold on, fans. We're getting ready to try to see something in development right now as our scores table is trying to fix the shot clock system. Moment of silence here. While we're at it, let's go ahead and give our own JWU fans a round of applause as they're still, once again, 11-4, an amazing start to their season. And we can only hope once again that they can try to embark on their 12th win of the season, returning from winter break. Still a very long wait and pause for the system of the scoreboard. Whistle has now been blown, and now we can get back into the game. Ball is stolen by Malaya Preston, going inside. Layup misses. Whistle is blown, and we got a foul. Looks like number 22, Amira White, has already created a foul. She is a freshman guard into the Paine University Lions Den. As the refs go ahead and blow the whistle as number 1, Malaya Preston, goes to the free throw line. Wildcats is already 66.7% from the field as Malaya Preston misses the first free throw jumper. Malaya Preston is going back up to the field once again. Moment of silence here. As she sinks in, 1 out of 2, but that's good enough. Ball nearly stolen by Jordan Durant, but it's knocked out of bounds. Still going to be Paine University's ball. Referees getting ready to discuss everything else before commencement. As number 11, Adia Dormu, a forward, is getting ready to dribble the ball in as Amira White is dribbling up court. Nearly loses his Preston as he tries to dribble her way, but it's stolen by Jordan Durant. Jordan Durant rushing up court, pushes off and lays it in. Jordan Durant already making an explosive run for JWU Women's Wildcats team as we get a first timeout call, and it's going to be on Paine University. Not a very great start for the entire team as they're not only 0-12 in the season, but they have remained scoreless in the first sequence of the game. Not a great start to any college team or any other team in professional sports as they're trying to go ahead and regain them composures as they're finally finishing their timeout as the buzzer sounds and we're back into play. Number 11, Adia Dormu, a forward, is now getting ready to dribbling up court, seemingly having a conversation with the referee. Every player is getting back into formation. It seems like everybody's doing a very interesting style of offense, led by the coach, Keisha Laquette. Dribbling out into the game, and number 4, Kylie Fleet, a guard, is getting ready to deliver the offense. JWU Wildcats is all over the offense. Number 11 going inside, Adia Dormu, is fouled, as now they have a chance to finally get back into the scoreboard, as a foul has been called upon number 2, Diaja Crawford. Adia Dormu, first free throw shot, she makes it, and for the first time tonight, Paine University is officially on the board. Adia Dormu now getting ready to hit the second free throw jumper. She misses it, 1 out of 2 for Paine State, as now JWU is dribbling up court. A great sequence of play as number 23, Gabby Tapley, passes it to number 20, Samara Britt with the lay-in, and the forward sophomore has now given JWU their 11th points of the quarter. Number 11, Adia Dormu, tries to dribbling, but it gets stolen by Kyra Davis. Back out to Jordan Durant with a dribbling move. Back out to Maria Preston. Tapley inside. Ooh, tough shot, and in, and one for JWU's women's team. Talk about an explosive determination offensive play, as we're now seeing that Gabby Tapley not only gets the score, but she's now getting ready to go to the line. JWU is 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 75%, which is actually pretty impressive considering that it's only been a few minutes into the first quarter. Tapley, number 3, getting ready, dribbling and dribbling onto the free throw line. First shot, and she misses it off the rim, as now Paine University is now getting ready to return to their home field, trying to get themselves another bucket. Number 40, Kyra Mackley, the center, is trying to get inside the paint, and she scores, doing the too small celebration onto the defense of the Wildcats. Ball gets tapped around, nearly lost but recovered by JWU, and now the ball is thrown out of bounds, and it's going to be Paine University's ball. Jordan Durant trying to get the entire team together, as it has now been a turnover for Wildcats. Number 4, Kylie Fleet, the guard, is now commanding the offense, trying to create a great formation to score. All the way back in to Dormu, now to McCary. McCary jabbing, nearly loses the ball as it was tipped by Durant. Going inside the lane and scores. Kyra McCary has already trying her absolute hardest to get more points and sequences for Paine, as she's already scored back-to-back 2-pointers. Jordan Durant, the dribble. 3-pointer on the way, won't go. Number 35, Powell inside. Great, amazing defense block by our old freshman, Malaya Preston, as the bench is already showing some electricity, as well as the crowd. What an amazing defensive block by the freshman. Referee trying to get the JWU Wildcat women back into the game, as she's calling for them. It looks like Tapley is getting ready to go ahead and put the ball in. Referee's trying to get the game back together as she dribbles the ball in, and Malaya Preston is already dribbling up court. All the way for 3. Misses. Kyra Davis with the miss. Whistle is blown, and it looks like we got another foul. It's going to be on JWU as... Let's see, as we're getting ready to continue our style of play, as Adia Dormu passes it to Kylie Fleet. Kylie Fleet once again trying to command the offense. Dribbling inside, going to the paint. Back out to McCary. McCary with the ball, trying to go inside the paint, then dribbles out of the paint. Has got to number 12, Brown, and lays it in. A floater for Paine University, as now the lead has been cut to 6, 13-7. JWU needs to try their best to try to get their lead to a wider gap instead of closing it. Tapley all alone, seemingly back out to 20, who is Samara Britt, as she scores the 2-pointer. Fleet driving inside, back out to McCary. McCary falls down, and it is still going to be a turnover, as it's going to be JWU's ball. Whistle is blown for the referees, and we're getting some substitutions into the play. Looks like Jayla Dandy, number 23, is going to be subbing in for Adia Dormu. Gabby Tapley, once again, dribbling the ball in, pack out to Malia Preston. Malia Preston ferociously trying her hardest to go to the side of the court, but is getting pressed and clamped. However, she passes it all the way to Davis. Davis dribbling outside of the three-point line. Malia Preston for three. Misses the arc, but it's recovered by Britt. Britt all the way back out to Davis. Davis for three and scores! What an amazing offensive recovery and sequence by JWU. Now we're getting ready for the Paine University to try to make a response as number 23, Dandy, pushes her way in and scores. The center, the 6-foot center freshman from Greenville, South Carolina, is trying to make a great impression by scoring her first bucket after coming off of the bench. Davis tried to make another one, 2 in a row, won't go, rebounded to McCary. McCary is once again dribbling up court, taking the lead now for Paine University. Driving inside to the paint, no one seemingly guarding her, but she loses the ball and is going to be out of bounds. JWU is now getting their possession back once again. And now we're getting ready. Looks like a whistle is blown as we're finally commencing our way back into the field. Assumingly, another whistle is blown. Looks like more substitution is coming into the play. Number 11, Adia Dormu, is coming in for number 12, Leah Brown, as Malaya Preston, already showing some amazing effort, is now trying to dribble up court, but she loses the ball and is tapped out of bounds, but it's still going to be JWU's ball. Jordan Durand, one of the best scorers on the team and one of the main key offensive players. Looks like she's going to be receiving the ball as Malaya Preston brings it into her. Now back out to Preston again. Clamping all the way for Paine University, showing an amazing defense. However, Davis, the two-point shot, and puts it in. Davis puts in the two-pointer. And Paine University dribbling up court, trying to get some numbers back in. Number 11, Dormu for three, won't go. Number 22, White trying to get the rebound, but won't go. Jordan is now with the offensive onslaught. Number 1, Preston for three, won't go. Ball is tapped around and recovered by Paine University. White driving inside, Eurostep, blocked by Preston, and recovered. Jordan Durant, oh no, number 11, Dormu steals the ball, going inside and lays it in. Wow, what an incredible sequence from both sides, but it led to our own opponent scoring in. As number 11, Dormu, is now getting ready to go to the free throw line. Another substitution is going to be in as McCary's getting subbed out for Leah Brown, number 12, a guard, 5'10". As number 11, Dormu has the ball. Looks like she's tried to get pace as she shoots the free throw jumper and makes it. And the lead has been cut to 8 with 3:45 minutes left on the clock. Ball nearly tapped around and nearly stolen, but it is knocked out of bounds by Adia Dormu. Already sinking in an and-one jumper, a free throw shot, and a great defensive onslaught. Love the effort and hustle as Jordan Durant passes it all the way back out to Crawford. Now to number 15, Wells. And number 22, White giving it side. Back out to number 15, and Wells, Sydney Wells scores. The junior forward, 5'7", out of Charlotte, North Carolina Olympics, scores it as now Paine University knocks it out of bounds. Adia Dormu with the turnover as the referee now gives the ball to number 22, Joia White, who dribbles the ball in, and JWU bringing it up court. Crawford passes it back out to White, to number 15, Wells, to Powell. Oh, great offensive movements. Oh, not a good finish though. 2 for a quarter, won't go. As now Paine University recover the rebound and going inside to the paint. Euro step and misses the layup. Lakin Powell with the rebound. Jordan Durant bringing it up court. Hustling now. Going inside of the paint to Sydney Wells for three. Won't go. Tapped out of bounds, and the referee calls it is going to be for Paine University. Out of bounds on last touch by Lakin Powell. When referee's getting ready to dribble it back in once again all the way to Paine University as number 22, Amira White, is dribbling up court, getting guarded by Diasia Crawford. Number 23, Dandy, is now passing it around as Paine University tries to get a shot, and it won't go. Rebounded by Sydney Wells. Sydney Wells all the way back out to Diasia Crawford. Diasia Crawford back out to Durant. Durant with the dribbling step. Back out to Lakin Powell, number 44. To Crawford. Crawford inside. A very unorthodox layup attempt as it looks like she is fouled. And Diasia Crawford will be going to the free throw line. JWU making a quick huddle inside of the paint before leaving formation as Diasia Crawford has officially stepped her way to the free throw line. With only 2 minutes and 5 seconds left into the quarter, we wait in silence as Diasia Crawford gets ready to commence her free throw shots. First shot is good. Get ready for free throw shot number 2. Two beauties for JWU. And Amira White passing it back out to Dormu. Dormu is struggling to keep the ball up as JWU tries to claw the way for their own recovery, but it is knocked out of bounds, seeming like a kickball, I should say. Correct me. And referees giving it to Dormu as she passes it inbounds to White. White getting guarded by Crawford. Now back out to Dormu. Dormu taking her own actions inside of the paint, and she misses the layup, but she is called for a foul. Another defensive foul by JWU Wildcats team, as once again, Dormu will be going to the free throw line. And Dormu misses the first shot, hitting off of the rim. Hopefully we can get our own JWU team to box out before the opposing team does, as Powell shoots the second free throw jumper, however she makes it. All right, Crawford bringing it up court. Calling for the offense as she's continuing to drive her way ferociously. Malaya Preston, the freshman, getting guarded by White. And now passing it back in. Back out to Lakin Powell, the center, and throws the ball out of bounds. Some confused faces from the JWU Wildcats team. However, they immediately tried to recover their way back into the game. Referees are discussing on what happened until the buzzer is sounding, and we're slowly getting back into the game. Number 11, Dormu, is waiting to receive the ball as another formation of offense is already in sequence for Paine University. Whistle is blown, and Dormu passes the ball and tipped and brought back out of bounds. Amazing defensive effort from Jaya White, the forward. However, this time they managed to get it. Oh, no, they don't. Jara White going inside. Misses the jumper. Great defensive recovery by Paine University, but can they go ahead and try to recover their offensive onslaught? Number 12, Leah Brown misses the jumper as number 32, Rawlings, gets the recovery rebound. Ball is stolen though by Dormu as she's pacing her way up into the layup area, and it is blocked by Preston again. Two amazing blocks in the first quarter for Preston by the freshman. Crawford inside, misses the layup. No whistle has been blown as Sydney Wells for three misses the jumper. But the recovery and hustle is still there as Crawford misses the jumper. Still recovered by Rawlings as she hits the free throw jumper, and a whistle is blown. Two shots in for JWU. What an amazing offensive hustle. Despite not making any buckets, JWU is showing the entire crowd how much of their offensive onslaught towards hustling and recovery is important to the team. As Erica Rawlings, number 32, the forward freshman coming out of Wendell, North Carolina, is going to the free throw line. And she misses the first shot. She's getting dabbed by her teammates as she once again tries to get her second shot attempt. JWU is already leading by 11, but let's see if they can try to widen the gap even more with 50.5 seconds left remaining in the first quarter. An air ball free throw, and now we're getting ready for Paine University to deliver the ball. Not how you will want to execute or conclude on an amazing offensive hustle, but there's always second chances as Paine University is dribbling up court. Number 22, White, going inside and laying it in. And for the first time in under a couple of minutes, the lead has been cut down to single digits. Diaja Crawford is getting ready to try to dribbling up court, try to lose the defender, and she does momentarily. The freshman all alone for three, but brutally misses the three-point shot. Diaja Crawford, however, gets the rebound. Sydney Wells, top of the key jumper, won't go. Number 22, the rebound, White misses it. And Paine University with the rebound. 10 seconds left on the clock. And look at that, look at the offensive movement from Dormu as she lays it in. 3, 2, 1. A deep shot at the buzzer, won't go. Malaya Preston claps to the ground but gets helped by her teammates as JWU has officially led the first quarter of the night 24-17. And let's only hope that this lead can widen and the struggling can decrease. Welcome back, JWU Wildcat fans, as we're entering into the second quarter. The Wildcats is already up by 7 points, 24-17, as we're now entering into the second quarter of the game. Gabby Templey passing it back out to Malaya Preston, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, but it's still going to be JWU ball. A little recap here from the last quarter. Malaya Preston has already showed out amazingly, having amazing defensive plays. 2 blocks in the first quarter, followed by Jordan Durant and Diaja Crawford creating the onslaughts, as we're now getting ready to enter into the second quarter. It looks like Sydney Wells passes it back out to Malaya Preston. Malaya Preston all alone, shifting through the defense. A very contested layup shot, and it won't go, but looks like the referees is still saying it's going to be JWU's ball. Jordan Durant going out of bounds, so go ahead and try to deliver the ball up court. Inbounding the ball. Jordan Durant passes it back out to Sydney Wells. To Gabby Templey. The 2-point shot bounces around but misses it. And now Paine University is now getting ready to go up court with numbers, as number 22, Amira White, is fouled and will be going to the line. JWU is now getting ready to try to take in everything that they can to try to keep the momentum in from the first quarter. Amira White, on the other hand, has already been doing her own fair share of amazing hustle work for Paine University. And she's now going into the free throw jumper. And she misses the first shot. She gets dabbed by her teammate, Leia Brown, as the referee hands her the ball for her second free throw attempt. And she makes the second one, and now the lead has been cut down to 6. A seemingly 2 or 3 possession game for Paine University if they want to tie it up. But let's see if JWU can try to go ahead and say not so fast. Jordan Durant passes it back out to Gabby Templey. Gabby Templey, the 2-point shot, and it won't go. And Paine University once again on the recovery. Adia Dormu going inside and misses the shot, but another foul has been called. It looks like the JWU Wildcat head coach Jill Dunn is not happy with the way that her own Wildcats is already playing right now, it's just under 47 seconds into the second quarter as Adia Dormu, excuse me, the freshman forward is now going into the line for her own free throw jumpers. Substitution has been called into the game. Number 3 for Paine University, Tamara Countryman, has been subbed in for number 40, Kyra McCary. And as we're now getting Justin, Adia Dormu has just seen the first free throw jumper. She misses the second one, and JWU once again is trying to deliver their onslaught of offense. Malia Preston with the ball. Back out to Jordan Durant. Durant driving inside. Passes it back out to Wells. Wells back down to Durant. Durant going inside the paint. Back out to Wells again for 3. Won't go. Rebounded, knocked out of bounds, and it's going to be Paine University's ball. Not a great execution right now for JWU Wildcats, as they're now struggling to try to increase the lead as the gap is slowly closing as Dormu. And oh no, the ball's been stolen. Durant inside and lays it in. First points of the night for JWU Wildcats. As now, it was like Paine University is trying to recover their own offense. Puts up the 2-pointer by number 3, Countryman won't go. Number 22, White, back out to number 12 for 3, and she sinks it. Leah Brown, 5'10" sophomore guard. And right now, the coach for Penn State, Laquette, is already looking more and more impressed by how the recovery of her team is coming into play. As we're now getting a timeout. 30-second timeout into the game. Already, it's just been roughly a minute and a half into the game, and right now, JWU fans, we're getting ready to see a bit of an offensive struggle for our own team, despite them having a 4-point lead. The only thing we can hope is that the prep talk that Jill Dunn is giving to her team is good enough to increase the momentum and try to recover their dominance. As once again, JWU is 11-4 and is already one of the best teams when it comes to home games. Let's just try to hope that this time a memorable game can turn from a close call to an obliterating domination of offensive defense from our own Wildcats. As number 22, Joyaya White, brings it up court. Back out to Diasia Crawford. Crawford back out to Preston. Preston to Durant. Durant pushing her way inside to the paint and misses it. And Preston with the steal, however. Preston going inside. Crawford for 3. Won't go. Rebound into number 12, Brown. And Paine University tried to recover the ball, but it is out of bounds. Number 35, Zakira Powell, held onto the ball while running out of bounds, seemingly to stop her own momentum of crashing into a wall or any some sort. However, it is still JWU's ball as White passes it back into Crawford. Crawford already commanding the offense. Dribbling past the logo and getting ready to try to go to their own goal. Durant with the ball, trying to do her jab step, going inside to the paint. Back out to Preston for 3, and she misses the 3-point shot. And now Paine University with the ball. White, guarded by Durant, collapsed to the ground but passes it to Dormu. Dormu guarded by Crawford, going inside of the paint. Loses the ball but recovers her own rebound, lays it in. Oh my goodness, Dormu is already shifting the balance as she's now scoring more points than the entire JWU team so far into the quarter. As Preston passes it back out to Crawford and a whistle is blown. Another substitution is coming into play. Number 4, Kylie Fleet, a 5'3" freshman guard, is coming in for number 22, Amira White. Crawford back out to Preston. Preston thought about shooting the 3. Back out to Crawford. Crawford now to White. Not to White, to Preston, excuse me. And it's missed, but Paine gets the rebound but loses momentum, and it's going to be JWU ball. The lead was once led all the way up to 7 entering to the game, and it's been deducted all the way to 2, 26-24. This is not a good look for JWU as Jordan Durant is now getting ready to dribble the ball inbounds. top of the right wing. Jordan Durant trying to think of a person to pass it to as she passes it in to White. Back out to Durant. Durant going inside. Preston fakes the shot. Back out to Crawford. Crawford open for three. Misses the ball. Rebounded and recovered by Paine University. Brown dribbling up court. All alone, but gets contested at the last second and misses the jumper. And Preston dribbling now up court, commanding the offense. Trying to find an opening player. Passes it into Durant. Durant nearly stumbles as she loses the ball. As we're now getting a whistle blown, it looks like another foul has been coming into the game. Another substitutions for Paine University. Number 23, Jayla Dandy, and number 40, Kyra McCary, has now returned to the field of the court. And right now, a lot of conversation is going on as now the game has now been back into continuation as Jordan Durant passes it down to Preston. Preston trying to find some openings, getting nearly contested. Whistle is blown and a travel call on Durant. It's going to be another turnover, and Paine University is getting ready to get the ball into their own hands. Jayla Dandy, 6-foot center, freshman coming out of Greenville, South Carolina, is now waiting for the opportunity to dribble the ball inbound. Looking, and back out to number 3, Countryman. Oh, what a great hustle effort by Jordan Durant. However, it was still last touched by her, and Paine University once again gets another chance to inbound the ball. Number 12, Leah Brown, the guard, passes it back out to Fleet. Fleet getting ready to pass it to Brown once again. Back out to McCary. McCary, the mid-range jumper, won't go. Rebounded once again by Dandy, won't go. Another whistle is blown. My goodness. It looks like Leah Brown is going to the free throw line. Substitution in for JWU as Lakin Powell is getting ready to head to the bench as number 42, Samara Mims, forward sophomore, 5'10" for Laurel MD, is now subbed in as Leah Brown sinks the first free throw jumper. Getting ready for the second shot opportunity, and she sinks both free throws. And it looks like a whistle has been blown as we're now getting ready to transition back into the game, folks. Jordan Durant already having some mid-conversation while dribbling up court as she's commanding the offense. Durant with the ball. Driving inside to the paint. Loses the ball and recovered by McCary. McCary hustling down in. Pulls up the mid-range two-pointer, and she is fouled once again. A lot of foul calls has already been called in and is all going into Paine University's favor as the score has now been tied up, 26-26. As the center, Kyra McCary, is going to the free throw line. While that is happening, we got another substitution in. Jordan Durant is coming out of the game as number 12, Loshi Ward, a freshman guard, 5'7" from Cherokee, North Carolina, is taking in her place. Kyra McCary waiting for opportunities to get into the free throw line as she's now given 2 shots. And she sinks in the first jumper, already celebrating, and looks like a little mimicking from her teammates as well, as she's getting ready to sink in the second free throw shot. However, she misses it, and now JWU tries their hardest to get back into the lead. And the ball is tapped out of bounds. Last touch by number 4, Kylie Fleet of Paine University, as now JWU is now getting ready to dribble the ball back in. Number 2, Diaja Crawford, is now getting ready to receive the ball. Whistle is blown, and we're back into the game, folks. And number 11, Kyra Davis, gets the ball. Loses the ball. And now it is recovered by Paine University. Dormu with the ball as they got numbers. Back out to McCary. Dormu calls the ball, driving inside of the paint. Contested shot, won't go. And immediately snatched away by Mims. Back out to Davis. Davis inside, tries to get the foul call, won't go. But JWU with the rebound and fighting for the ball as number 22, White, misses the jumper. Wow, a very, very chaotic sequence right now for the team as Fleet misses the jumper. JWU once again trying to dribble it back out into their favor. But ball, it is stolen once again by Dandy. McCary now trying to command the offense. Slowly dribbling back out to Dandy. To Dormu for three, won't go. But gets their own rebound. Back out to Countryman. And she misses the jumper, rebounded by Davis. Davis trying to give JWU some numbers. Nearly loses the ball as she collapses in, hustling for it. But Crawford recovers it all alone. Back out to Mims, to Ward, to Davis, back out to Crawford. Crawford the floater, it is blocked, but now she is called for the foul. Number 23, Jayla Dandy, is not having it. She is not agreeing with the ref's call, but either way, it's going to be a defensive foul, as right now, JWU is now going to head to the free throw line, and another substitution has been called in. Number 1, Malaya Preston, the freshman guard, is subbing in for Kyra Davis. As Diasia Crawford is getting ready to go to the free throw line to go ahead and try to sink in her 2 shots opportunities. 1 can tie and 2 can take the lead. And she misses it poorly on her first free throw attempt. Trying to get some encouragement from her teammates, trying to get her confidence back in. As now, looks like Paine University is shifting their style of play, hoping that it can try to affect the offensive formation that JWU has already have in place, as Crawford finally hits the second one, and now the game has been tied once again. Countryman back out to number 12, Brown. Ball is tapped away, and it is recovered by White. White back out to Preston. Preston nearly loses the ball but recovers it. Back out to Crawford for 3 and misses it. White with the rebound, stumbles in. It looks like a jump ball has been called. Both opposing players collapse. However, Paine University gets the ball. Another substitution in for Paine University as Carol White is coming into the game for Kyra McCary. Both Paine University and Johnson & Wales is trying to get their defensive formations back into the field of the court. Referee gives the ball back into Dormu as Dormu passes it in to Fleet. Fleet getting double teamed. Back out to Dormu. All the way back into Brown, but she loses the ball. And then now this is going to be an opportunity for JWU to get themselves back into the leading board. As Jordan Durant is now back into the court. Preston to Durant. Back out to Preston again. And it looks like a foul, not a foul, a travel call has been sequenced in. Referee's getting ready to try to commence the game into continuation as Dormu passes it to Countryman. Back out to Dormu. All the way into Powell. Powell to McCary. McCary getting closely guarded by Britt, and she stumbles in, and a travel call has been placed on McCary, and JWU once again gets the ball into their favor. Number 20, Samara Britt, forward sophomore, is going to go ahead and dribble the ball into the field of the court. Malaya Preston receives the ball as she's now getting ready to try to go up court, ferociously trying to find her way back into the field. Nearly lost it, but recovered by Durant. Durant with the amazing dribble step, but immediately passes it to Ward. Back out to Preston. Preston, the 2-point shot, and switches it in. JWU now recovers themselves into the lead. Countryman driving inside, loses the ball. Recovered by Brown, however. But Durant snatches the ball away from Dormu, but it is out of bounds. Amazing offensive hustle from JWU and defensive recovery by our team once again as Dormu getting ready to dribble the ball inbound. Driving inside, laying it in. Nope, and it's going to be another foul call, and it's going to be on JWU once again. As right now, Adia Dormu is getting ready to go to the free throw line once again for Paine University. And Dormu sinks the first free throw jumper. The lead has been cut down to 1. This free throw can either tie the game, or with a miss, it will still keep them behind by 1 point. And Dormu going in to try to shoot in the first free throw shot, and she misses it. Durant dribbling up court. And another travel call has been placed on JWU. Multiple turnovers right now in this 1 quarter alone, with many fouls, out of bounds, and travel calls recently affecting the offense. Not a great sequence here for the JWU fans and for the team as a whole, as Countryman tries to get the ball into their favors for Paine University, but it is tapped away as Malaya Preston seemingly got hit as she collapsed down to the floor. Moment of silence here as looking onto the field, Malaya Preston is okay. Prayerfully that she's able to recover from that impact that she had. Almost like either to the head or to the face. As head coach Jill Dunn is getting ready to substitute another player in. Number 15, Sydney Wells, into the court. As Samara Britt passes it in to Ward. Ward trying to find an opening. Back out to Wells. Wells all the way down to Durant. Durant driving inside. Floater won't go. Paine University trying to fight for the rebound. So is Jordan Durant, but it is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Amazing hustle by her. However, it is still Paine University's ball. Adia Dormu is ready to dribble the ball inbound. And she goes in. Paine University trying to pass the ball around as if it was hot potato. As McCary inside and lays it in. And Paine University, for the second time in the game, has now gotten the lead back into the favor, 30-29. Ward trying to deliver the ball inbound, but is getting clamps. Back out to Durant. Durant nearly loses the ball and is taken away by Countryman. And Powell inside, misses the layup, and Ward with the rebound. JWU trying to dribble the ball up court, as Wells is back in, passing it to Jordan Durant. And the JWU Wildcats score again. Number 20, Samara Britt, breaks the drought. As right now, Countryman gets the ball, quickly dribbling the ball up court. Back out to Brown for 3, and she switches the jumper. And now it is 33-31. First three-pointer shot ever made by Paine University into the game. Number 42, Mims, is trying to get inside the paint, but is getting called by a travel. She is frustrated by the whistle being blown and the call being placed upon her. A very struggling quarter right now for the JWU Wildcats, and a very good improvement for Paine University, as we're now getting ready to see another substitution in for both squads, as Adia Dormu passes the ball into Brown. Brown back out to Countryman. Countryman trying to find an opening. Back out to Dormu, then to Brown. Brown for 3, and she misses the shot. It looks like it hit on top of the glass, and it is going to be Johnson & Wells' ball. Right now, we're getting ready to see White pass the ball in. White is already one of the only 2 seniors on the team, as she now passes it in to Diasia Crawford. Diasia Crawford, an explosive freshman guard, back out to back out to Wells. Wells all the way to Crawford once again. Crawford back out to Wells. Wells thought about shooting it, but passes it to Durant. Back out to White, and a whistle is blown. And McCary seemingly got hit in the face. She covers her face once again, seemingly trying to wipe and heal herself with the eye as a foul call has been placed on Paine University. And number 22, Joyawa White, is getting ready to go to the line. And White sinks the first free throw shot. As we're getting ready to get closer into the halftime report, we can already see right now that both teams has already found their way to make this game a very close one. As White gets ready to shoot the jumper in, and she ties the game with two amazing beauties. Dormu back out to Countryman. Countryman driving inside to the paint. Back out to Powell. Powell tries to pass it back out to Countryman, but it is touched by JWU, but is still out of bounds. Whistle is blown, and number 12, Brown, is passing it back in. Back out to Dormu. 30 seconds left. Countryman back out to Brown. Catch and shoot three from the corner, and splashes it home. And second three-pointer of the quarter for Brown as Jordan Durant driving inside to the paint, misses the jumper. White the rebound, stumbles to the floor, and a travel has been called upon her. Things are not going their way for JWU right now as Brown passes it in, but it is stolen. It's stolen by JWU, and the ball is knocked out of bounds, and it's still going to be JWU's ball. 5.6 seconds left remaining until halftime. Head coach Jundell is trying to commence the offense as, we got the ball into the shots, seemingly blocked, and that is going to be halftime. Paine University leads by 3, 36-33, as we're now getting ready to get our second half underway. So ladies and gentlemen, our halftime report goes in. In the first quarter, we seemingly had an amazing offensive onslaught by JWU, already outscoring them 24-17 coming into halftime. However, things are not looking well right now in the second quarter as Paine University was able to recover themselves and managed to outscore JWU by a live margin 19-9. As this game is already leading it back and forth, but right now our opposing team has already taken care of some business into the game. Hopefully, as the second half comes into development, we can kind of see a huge shift on the offense and defense of JWU's women's team and get a huge impact of JWU Wildcats basketball. Hello, JWU fans. We are now back from halftime as we're now getting ready to begin the second half of the game. As of right now, Paine University has already taken the lead in halftime, 36-33. And we're already getting into the start of the game, 13 seconds in, and we are already getting our own Wildcats to the free throw line. Samara Britt goes to the free throw shot and misses. She gets into her last free throw jumper. And she misses both free throws. Paine University driving inside to the paint. Number 12, Brown, going in and lays it in. 5-point lead. So far the largest lead of the game for Paine University as the ball has been tapped out of bounds by Dormu, but still recovered. Kyra Davis, a freshman guard, dribbling, bringing the ball inbound. Back out to Malia Preston. Malia Preston trying to find an opening, passes it to Davis. Davis, back to Preston again. Back-to-back passes from each other as Britt passes again to Preston again. Preston nearly loses the ball. Back out to Davis, the two-point shot won't go. Durant with the rebound. Durant passes it in. Ball going into Britt's hands. Going inside to the paint, scores and one. An amazing response from the two missed free throws that she had earlier, as JWU now has an opportunity to make it an and one opportunity. And she sinks in the free throw. So a three-point game has already been commenced. Now the lead has been deducted to 2. McCary driving inside, trying to go inside of the paint. Passes the ball to Brown. Brown loses momentum as she collapsed to the ground, and a foul has been called on JWU by Kiara Davis. Kiara Davis is not liking the call that was placed upon her, as Dormu is going to be walked out of bounds to bring the ball in. As Kiara Davis is being subbed in for Sydney Wells, number 15, junior forward. Dormu back out to Brown. The two-point shot floater won't go. Ball being bounced around but recovered by McCary. Back out to Countryman. Brown, three-pointer. Air balls, and it is recovered and rebounded by Durant. Durant pushing herself into the court. Back out to Preston. Preston open for three. Won't go. Durant trying to hustle her way in and loses the rebound opportunity as it goes off of her leg. And now it is Paine University's ball once again. Referees getting ready to try to get the game back into commencement as Dormu brings the ball in. Back out to Countryman, back out to Dormu. Dormu pushing the offense upward, getting guarded by Tapley. Tapley back out to Countryman, gets the ball. Dribbling all the way to Dormu. Back out to McCary. McCary the two-point shot. Won't go. Rebounded by Tapley as she's dribbling up court. JWU with numbers. To Durant. Durant going inside. Quickly going inside and laying it in inside of the paint. Tied ball game, and we now got a travel call. It is going to be JWU's ball. So an amazing offensive onslaught and a great defensive recovery on both sides from one team. Jordan Durant getting ready to go out of bounds to try to bring the ball in. Passes it to Tapley. Tapley the two-point shot. Won't go. Tries to get the rebound, but it's taken away by McCary. McCary all the way to Powell. And it is rejected. Durant back out to White. She falls on top of Dormu, and Dormu seemingly having an altercation with Britt. Both Britt and Dormu had a seemingly altercation as both of them collapsed to the ground. And referee passes the ball in to Jordan Durant as she brings it inbound to Preston. Preston tries to pass it in to Wells, but Wells loses the ball. Tied ball game at 38-38 as JWU passes it in to Countryman. Countryman guarded by Preston. Countryman tries to find an opening, goes outside of the three-point line, passes it back into Preston, then to McCary, all the way down to Powell. Tapley tries to snatch the ball away, but Jordan assists her anyway, and JWU seemingly all alone as Gabley inside and lays it in. And another whistle has been blown as Wells is collapsed to the ground. A full timeout, however, has been called into play. JWU now getting ready to have their lead back into their favor. So far, an amazing effort that we're seeing from this JWU Wildcat squad. And we can only hope that the momentum increases from good all the way to great. All right, now we're getting back into the game as JWU get ready to dribble the ball inbounds. Back out to Countryman, back out to JWU. JWU rushing all the way to their court side. Back out to Brown. A lot of commotion from the crowd as Tapley falls and collapses. She's perfectly okay, however, seemingly as she's clapping her hands with enthusiasm as JWU gets subbed in for number 22, Amira White, as Gabby get ready to dribble the ball back in to freshman Malia Preston. Preston all the way down to Wells, to Tapley, back out to Wells again. Preston going in, two-point shot, won't go. Fighting for the rebound. Look at the amazing offensive onslaught recovery of JWU as number 20, Britt, goes in. McCary gets the ball. Passes again to Brown. Brown driving inside. Two-point shots, won't go. Rebounded by JWU as Britt back out to passes into Preston. Preston all the way to Tapley, who's all alone, but misses the shot. McCary goes in for the rebound. McCary all the way back out to Countryman. Countryman inside and lays it in, and the lead has been cut down to 2. Preston already using a lateral quickness to go back into formation. Back out to Britt and to Tapley. Whistle has been blown. It looks like it's going to be on Countryman, so Paine University causes a foul call as JWU is seemingly getting ready to deliver the ball back into play as Jordan Durand begins the formation. All alone is Britt as she fires for 3 and she makes it. Wells. She makes the three-point shot. First three-pointer of the second half. McCary trying to find her way inside and lays it in. The lead has been cut down to 3, so a one-possession game. Preston gets the ball. Trying to dribble her way in to Durant. Durant was alone, thought about shooting it. However, she passes it back into Wells and hits back-to-back three-pointers. First time in the game we've seen a back-to-back three-point shot from a JWU Wildcat player. Whistle is blown and looks like another foul has been called in. As number 23, Gabby Tapley, is getting called out for number 22, Joyaya White. Number 35, Powell receives the inbound pass. Powell back out to Countryman. Countryman trying to call for help. All the way back out to Brown. Back to McCary for 3. Misses it as it's off the rim, but is recovered and rebounded as McCary goes in for the two-point shot and misses it. And JWU have 4 players onto the ball, but Jordan Duran delivers the onslaught as she's going inside, loses the ball, and it's still going to be JWU. Last touch by McCary. So electricity is already flowing into the air as another substitution in for Paine University as number 3, Countryman, returns in for number 35, Powell. All right, Britt going in to Preston. Preston all the way down to White. White tries to put up a jumper, won't go, but Britt gets the rebound. And number 20 inside, oh, and she narrowly misses the shots. Britt nearly misses it. McCary gets the ball stolen away by White. Jordan Duran with the ball now. Seemingly is calling for the foul as she felt like she got hit. And fortunately, it's going to be JWU's ball once again in possession. Jordan Duran, the inbound. Back out to Wells, to Preston for 3. She collapses to the floor, thought she got fouled. White tries to save it. However, it is last touched by her, and unfortunately, it's going to be Paine University's ball. Dormu goes ahead and delivers the ball down all the way to Fleet. Fleet, guarded by Preston, passes it back into Brown. Brown, back into Countryman, to Dormu. Dormu trying to look all over the world for a player. Back out to Brown, and she hits the 2-point shot. Fleet collapsed to the ground, trying to take advantage of possession of steals. However, that doesn't work as JWU tries to fight their way inside of the goal line and is knocked out of bounds, and is going to be Paine University's ball. Already seemingly trying to get themselves back into play. Referees getting ready to try to reset the shot clock as finally Brown punches in and goes all the way into number 22, which is Amira White. Back out to Powell, to Brown, dribbling to the top of the wing. Ooh, nice spin move by Countryman, trying to escape the defense. And a whistle has been blown as Dormu goes to the line. As of right now, we're getting ready into the third quarter with 3 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. As right now, this game is seemingly going back and forth. Still, it's going to be in Johnson & Wales' favor, but right now, this has so far been an intense matchup. As right now, we're getting ready to see Dormu hit the first free throw jumper. Getting ready for a second shot opportunity. And she sinks in the second one. So back-to-back free throws made for Paine University as Preston is now dribbling up court. And Dormu with the steal. Dormu chasing her way down into the paint. Ooh, a shove. And an offensive foul has been called upon Paine University as the crowd has been electrified for a split second after that amazing tactical play created by Preston. The freshman is already creating amazing opportunities right now for JWU to try to keep their momentum into play, as it's already 48-46. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Preston gets the ball and now dribbling up court. As she continues to dribble, she goes in, passes it into Wells, back out to Preston, to Britt. Britt misses the 2-point shot, tries to get her own rebound, and she bumps into Dormu. And she's getting called for the foul as Paine University will get the ball back into their own possession. And the buzzer is getting sounded once again as the referees is trying to create more styles of play for the game to continue. As number 40, Kara McCary, is returning into the field of the court for Paine University. White, guarded by Durant. Back out to McCary. McCary nearly loses the ball as it's nearly brought out of bounds, but she recovers it. All alone, nearly inside the paint, fighting her way in. Back out to White. Back out to McCary. 2-point shot, and she makes it. Tie game at 48. Preston. All the way down to Wells. Back out to Tapley. Tapley inside. Misses the jumper. Britt trying to get the rebound, won't go, but Tapley assists her, and now JWU once again has their lead back up, 50-48. McCary driving inside, trying to go past two Wildcats, but won't go. Preston gets the rebound, nearly fumbles it, but recovers it anyway. Preston back out to Durant, to Tapley, won't go. Preston the rebound, amazing hustle, but passes the ball, and it is nearly out of bounds. And number 15, Cindy Wells, collapses onto the floor, seemingly getting tripped. It looks like it's going to be a violation on JWU, as it looks like it's a backcourt violation. And right now, number 12, Leah Brown, is getting ready to dribble the ball inbounds. She dribbles the ball inbounds all the way to Powell. Back out to McCary. And another foul on Dendy. Nope, excuse me, it's going to be on JWU. And Leah Brown is getting ready to try to dribble the ball inbounds as center number 44, Lakin Powell, is getting subbed in for number 23, Gabby Tapley. Leah Brown try to pass this in to Dandy, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds. Amazing defense by JWU. However, it is still going to be Paine University's ball, as they're going to have to try to do another do-over. Lakin Powell back out to Dendy, and another whistle has been blown as the shot becomes unsuccessful. And it looks like it's still going to be a foul call, however. Oh my goodness. As Dendy gets ready to go into the free throw line. Seemingly 2 shots. If she makes these 2, the game is going to be tied. And she sinks in the first jumper. And Dandy tries to go in once again. And she misses it. Durant with the rebound. Durant gets the ball in. Back out to Preston, who was wide open. Tries to pass it, but it is deflected by McCary, and Paine University with numbers. Going inside and laying it in. Dendy recovers the ball and lays the ball in, as now Paine University is up by 1. Preston. Ooh, a lot of tumbling onto the court. Oh my goodness. Hopefully everybody is okay, as right now it seems like 2 Lions and 1 Wildcat has fell on top of each other. A lot of conversation is going down as another substitution has been called in. Malia Preston is going into the bench as number 2, Diaja Crawford, returns to the game. 1:25 has been on the clock now, as Jordan Durant is getting ready to bring the ball inbounds. Diaja Crawford, nice fake, all the way down to Britt, and Britt gets into contact with one of the players, Dandy, as a whistle has been blown. It looks like it's going to be on Paine University, so this gives JWU an opportunity to go to the free throw line to try to at least tie the game or take the lead. It's already 51-50, so it's already a 1-possession game for the Wildcats. Hopefully they can try to claw their way back into the lead once again heading into the 4th quarter. With 1:20 left, Samara Britt is heading into the line. Samara Britt is already leading the game in rebounds as she sinks in the first jumper. Samara Britt has officially gotten 12 points. She leads the game in rebounds and points, I should say. She has 12 points as of right now and 7 rebounds. So a very explosive night right now for one of the main leaders of the team as she sinks in 2 free throws. 2 beauties for the Wildcats. All right, let's get started. Countryman trying to go inside to the paint. However, she passes it back into White. Ball is stolen away, and Jordan Durant is already giving the JWU numbers, but the ball is knocked out of her hands, but it's still going to be JWU's ball. Good hustle by number 35, Takara Powell. However, it doesn't give them a chance to get the ball back into possession as JWU once again deliver the balls inbounds. Back into number 20, who was Samara Britt, actually sinks in the jumper, and now the lead has been extended to 3. 54-51. Countryman trying to find an opportunity to escape, but she can't. She's getting clams. Tries to pass it to 40. Brown all the way to White. White getting guarded by Durant. Back out to Countryman. Countryman, the 2-point shots won't go, and Britt with the rebound. And Wells, Cindy Wells is trying to deliver the ball up court. Back out to Britt, now to Durant. Back out to Britt again. 2-point shot, won't go. Lakin Powell, the rebound, finding a way in and laying it in. Not amazing defense, but a better offense. As it looks like Powell misses the wide open layup. Crawford going in, trying to get her every opportunity that she can, but the ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Powell. Powell is seemingly frustrated with her own efforts onto the court as well as her team, as 4.9 seconds left has been added onto the clock. Jordan Durant inbound. Trying to find an opening. Back out to Wells, to Crawford. Durant at the buzzer. Won't go. And that is your third quarter as we're now entering into the last quarter of the game. And it is 56-51. A very interesting turnaround for JWU, who only had 33 points in the first half of the game, now immediately explodes their way within a 20-plus margin scoring streak as they now manage to bring themselves in with 23 points. Already the second most points they scored in the quarter, leading up to the last one of the game. However, Paine University is not going away either as they finally manage to find their own momentum as well, trying to keep up with the Wildcats. But the last quarter will determine the winner, loser, or end of regulation for overtime. Let's see what can happen as we're now heading into the last percentage of the game of the JWU Wildcats women's basketball game.
Market and Deli in the Hampton Inn Uptown by Hilton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now into the last game of the night. I should say the last quarter of the night, I should say. As right now, JWU is up by 5. And Dormu collapses to the floor and loses the ball, and Jordan Durant with the recovery. Jordan Durant hustling her way in up court. Back out to the left wing of Davis. Davis inside, floater, is good! And the Wildcats are now extending their lead to 7. White with the ball, back out to Fleet. Fleet trying to find an opening, back out to Powell again, back out to Dormu. Dormu loses the ball, a whistle is blown, however, and it's going to be on foul on number 44, Lakin Powell. As it looks like visually, they're going to get ready to bring the ball inbounds once again, as Lalea Preston has returned to the court after walking off seemingly dealing with some pain, hopefully not an injury. Thankfully that she's okay, as Preston steals the ball. Already making it a great impression as he passes it back out to Durant. Durant inside, misses the jumper. And the ball seemingly knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Britt. Oh no, excuse me, I should say last touch by one of the Paine University players as Jordan Durant inbounds. And Durant back out to Gapley and back out to Durant again. Now to Davis, back out to Britt. Now towards Gabby as Gabby is fouled. So yep, it's going to be foul call on Paine University once again, as Jordan Durant once again gets ready to deliver the ball inbounds. Oh no, a crucial call as Davis is getting called for an up down. Not exactly what you want to see from one of the leading freshman young players of the game for the team, as now it is Paine University's ball. McCary gets it inside of the paint. Back out to Dormu. Dormu back out to McCary. McCary trying to hustle her way in, and a high arcing layup, misses it, but she is called for the foul. As number 20, Samira Britt fouls her, as McCary is now getting ready to go to the line. McCary is actually tied for the second leading scorer for tonight's game, and she has 11 points along with 4 rebounds. And she goes ahead and misses the first shot. All eyes on McCary, mainly from the bench, as JWU tries to be the first to box out as she sinks the second free throw. So 1 out of 2 for Paine University, but that still gives JWU a 6-point lead for 2 possessions or 3. Davis to Gabby, back out to Britt. Britt narrowly misses the layup. And White hustling down to the court, back out to McCary. McCary thought about passing it, but goes inside in herself and misses the layup. But a foul is going to be called, and it's going to be on Gabby for JWU. And right now, Paine University gets the ball back, as Dormu is getting ready to bring the ball inbounds once again. Dormu back out to White, back to Dormu again. Dormu misses the jumper. Gabby with the ball and leans her way out of bounds. Good defensive coverage by Paine University, thinking of a double teaming on one of the more tougher players on the women's team, as Gabby is now going to not Gabby, but looks like number 20, Samara Britt, is going to be called in as Lakin Powell substitutes her. Oh, wait a minute, now it was going to be Gabby being the one substituted in. So a little bit of a mixed confusion from the coaches and players, as White gets the ball and tries to deliver the formation of offense. As he passes it into Fleet to McCary, back out to Dormu. Dormu inside, misses the layup. Davis thought about getting the ball back and misses the jumper. Jordan Durant going inside. What a very unusual pass, as Preston is all alone for 3 and nearly makes it, but Powell with the rebound, fighting her way in and misses the layup. She gets the rebound, however, and another jump ball is going to be called, but it's JWU's possession. Wow, what a very shifty offense that we've seen from both sides of the team, and JWU in particular just a couple of seconds ago. Shifty movement right now going into the game, however, is already hoping to turn the tides and getting a much more closer gap onto the game. As Lakin Powell going inside and misses the layup. She gets called for the foul. Lakin Powell, one of the more physically dominant players on the team, is now getting ready to go to the free throw line jumper, and she's able to sink the first shot. So now the lead has been extended to 7. Hopefully this free throw jumper can also extend their lead so that way they can hit the 60-point mark as well. And she does. And now the lead has been extended to 8. So a 4-possession game right now for Paine University to try to come back. And Dormu going inside to the paint and laying it in. Dormu has already been explosive right now as she's got 11 points. Malaya Preston, guarded by Fleet. Going inside though. Oh no. My goodness. And we already got a very disturbing collapse onto the floor as right now Kylie Fleet collapsed to the ground, grinding in pain. Prayerfully she is okay. All right, judging by what's going on to the court now, number 4, Kylie Fleet, is being helped off, seemingly facing pain on her right leg. Crowd giving her a little bit of a cheering as she is got to be carried off. And a little bit of a mixed reaction from the crowd. Some boos and cheers mixed together. Not sure what that's all that about, but prayerfully, number 4, Kylie Fleet is all right. She's an explosive player, and actually for a freshman, she's one of the more explosive guards onto the team. So as of right now, we can only hope and pray that Kylie Fleet is recovering safely and healthily. Right now, back into the game, however, Malia Preston is already trying to deliver the offensive coordination. Back out to Powell. Now back to Preston. Preston all the way to Britt. Back out to Powell, but the ball is deflected, and White is already shifting the balance, forcing her way into the basket, but she misses the layers. But McCary guessing the ball stolen from Britt. Oh my goodness. And we got another foul call. And it's going to be on Britt. Oh my goodness. The entire crowd is not happy with the call that the refs have just made, including some of the bench players. As number 20, Britt is being subbed in for Gabby. Seemingly not an appropriate reaction right now, as the JWU fans is not happy with the call that the refs had just made. Seemingly little to no contact as McCary goes to the line and sinks the first free throw jumper. And she sinks in the second jumper. So back-to-back free throws made by Paine University. And ball was tapped away by McCary. Good hustle as the ball was supposedly getting ready to go into Lakin Powell's hand, but it was knocked away. Gabby inside the two-point shot. Won't go. Powell tries to recover it, but misses it as well. But managed to rebound it and gets it down to Durant. All the way to Davis for 3, and she misses it. But Durant once again gets the rebound. Back out to Preston. Preston alone for 3. Won't go. Gabby the rebound, and Durant gets the ball. She goes inside of the paint and lays it in. This is why you should never give up in the basketball game. JWU gives us a huge reminder and a great example of why that's the case. And Davis with the steal, all alone, going inside and laying it in. JWU with back-to-back scoring as an amazing hustle and defensive strategies is already taken to play. As a famous commentator would say, that was good defense, but better offense. Mama, there goes that man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now back into play as Paine University has the ball. Powell back out to JWU. JWU, the turnaround two-point jumper. Won't go. Preston tried to get the rebound, but bumps into Davis, which caused Paine University to recover the offensive ball. JWU back out to White, to Brown. Brown going inside. The layup is good. Gabby fakes the inbound pass, now gets it into Preston. Preston to Davis, all alone for three, and scores! And the lead has been increased to 9. Back to a 3-possession game. JWU, and she's pushing players in right now. It is going to be JWU's ball. Great defensive tactic. Once again by Mahia Preston. The freshman is already doing wonders. One of the more explosive and young guns of the team is already making a habit. She has already gotten 2 blocks right now into the game. Great start and amazing progress right now for the freshman as Wildcats is waiting for the ball to get into their hands as a substitution has been called in. As Gabby gives in to Durant, down to Preston. Preston all alone to Powell. Back out to Preston again. Preston doing the turnaround, trying to find an opening to Durant. Durant all alone, thought about shooting it, won't go, going inside and scores it anyway. The first double-digit lead since the first quarter. JWU is up by 11 with 5 minutes and 3 seconds left remaining on the clock. And Paine University, number 35, Powell loses the ball, and Gabby takes it anyway as Durant inside and lays it in. Contested shot, and she scores it. 71-58. JWU is now getting the ball back into their hands. Brown, the three-point shot, won't go. Davis tried to get the rebound, but Powell helps her anyway, and Durant with the ball. Durant dribbling moves, going inside. She's fouled, count it, and 1. What an amazing sequence right now from Jordan Durant. This is right now an explosive sequence right now, all caused by one player in the span of a couple of seconds. This is what JWU basketball is all about, folks. You don't ever give up, and you continue to hustle offensively and defensively as Jordan Durant is going to the line. Jordan Durant misses the first shot, and she's gotten 14 so far into the game. McCary back out to White, to Brown. Brown trying to put up the two-pointer shot just outside of the paint and scores. So it's now 73-60. Davis with the ball, guarded by McCary. Back out to Gabby, back out to Davis. Davis tries to find her way to Powell, but it is intercepted by Dandy. But Preston gets the steal. 3-on-1, Preston inside, won't go. Powell, however, gets the rebound and lays it in. Lakin Powell getting the rebound and two-point recovery. As JWU has now gets is now getting a timeout called. And right now, this game is already leading in towards their favor. A 15-point lead to start off the game. And already less than 4 minutes left on the clock. This is already turning into the Wildcats' favor within the Wildcats Center, folks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now back into the game as right now Brown is dribbling inbound all the way back out to White. White guarded by Preston. White stops for a minute and passes it back out to 25, Daea Rugger. Daea Rugger loses the ball, tries to pass it into Denny, but she loses it. And right now, according to the refs, it's still going to be Paine University's ball. As number 23, Gabby, is going to be called out and substituted in for number 20, Samara Britt. Brown tried to organize the offense. Back out to Dendy. Dendy misses the shot as Britt with the rebound and passes it into Durant. Durant with the ball, trying to dribble away in. Shifty dribbling moves, but loses the ball. And now Paine University has their possession back in. And right now Brown, auto rated to Rugger. Rugger going in there. Back out to Brown for three, and she airballs the three-point shot as it is now out of bounds. Right now, the entire JWU and Paine University is trying to organize themselves to get their momentum back in as Britt passes it to Preston. Preston getting guarded by Rugger. Rugger trying to find an opening to stop her. However, it doesn't work as Davis gets the ball, guarded by McCary. Nice pass to Britt, and she hits the two-point shot. Now the lead has been extended to 17. This is so far the largest lead of the night for the Wildcats. Rugger going into Brown, but Durant steals it, and right now it is going to, looks like it's going to be another violation. Yep, a foul call on number 25, Daea Rugger, a 5'3" freshman guard. And right now, Jordan Durant is going into the line for the bonus free throw shot. And Jordan Durant getting ready, taking her time as she goes in to commence her shot. And she sinks in the first shot. She takes a deep breath once again, trying to get her momentum back in. And she sinks in both beauties. 2 beauties for JWU. As right now the lead is 79-60. Dandy's trying to call for the ball, trying to fight her way in. Pushes off Durant. No foul call has been commenced as Davis gets the ball into JWU's hand. Rushing down in to Durant. Durant guarded by Rugger. Back out to Preston. Preston is now guarded by White. Back to Durant. Durant, one-handed pass all the way to Davis, but Davis turns the ball over. And White driving inside and blocked by Durant. A ferocious defensive hustle by Jordan Durant. scoring back-to-back free throws and getting her own block in. What an amazing sequence right now. This is already turning out to be another amazing performance by one of the team's best scorers and one of the best defenders both offensively and defensively. As right now, number 40, Kyra McCary for Penn State University is getting ready to go to the free throw line. And she misses the first shot. Even despite the losing effort, McCary for Paine University has already shown how dominant she is on the court. She has 14 points along with 7 rebounds. She's actually tied for the second one. She's actually tied for second in leading rebounds for the team tonight. So good, and a lot of respect for McCary despite the losing effort from her team. As Brown goes in, passes it into McCary, who fires a 3 and hits it from the corner, which gives her a whopping 17 points. Preston back out to Durant, now to Gabby. Oh no! And number 20 loses focus as Samara, and that's going to be Samara Britt, loses focus on the ball as it went out of her hands. McCary dribbles the ball inbound, back out to White. White dribbling up court. Now back to McCary again. McCary fighting her way inside of the paint. Layup and in. So back-to-back scores. 5 quick points from the freshman. And right now, Preston with the ball. Back out to Durant. Durant getting guarded by Rugger, and she loses the ball. And White turns around, goes inside, and lays it in. 7 quick points right now for Paine University. Jordan Durant with the ball. And we got a full timeout call, and it's going to be on Jill Dunn for JWU. Jill Dunn is not looking any sort of impressed right now for what has been going on, as Paine University has immediately gathered 7 quick points. However, they are still down by 12. But you got to appreciate the effort that the opposing team is trying to make, trying to close the gap as close as they can in order to make the game more enjoyable and even more suspenseful for the audience, especially when it's on an opposing team's home court. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to continue this last quarter of the game with 1 minute and 10 left on the clock as Samara Britt gets the ball inbounded to her. Malaya Preston. Malaya Preston going inside. Back out to Jordan Durant. Jordan Durant now back out to Preston. A bullet pass in to Britt, and a whistle is blown. And now it's going to be Paine University's ball once again. Seemingly a foul has been placed on to JWU by number 23. And right now, White for JWU is now bringing it up court. White with the ball, guarded by Preston. Back out to McCary. McCary with the ball. Back out to Dendy. Dendy trying to fight her way, but loses the ball, and Durant with the recovery. Looks like that's going to be the icing on the cake right now for JWU's women's team as Jordan brings it back in to Hannah. Now back to Jordan, now to Preston. The clock is winding down, less than 20 seconds left as Preston going inside. Back out to Britt. Britt, the 2-point shot, and scores it. And that is 81 points right now for the women's Wildcats team. As the clock is winding down, we can already go ahead and congratulate the JWU women's team as they managed to succeed on an amazing night, on a night that's been full of amazing seasons, as White for Penn State scores the 2-pointer. The lead has now been confirmed. Johnson & Wales wins 81-69 as the team finally gets their 12th win of the season. Congratulations, JWU Women Wildcats team, and congratulations to the campus as a whole. As right now, our women's team is now congratulating the others. Good night to all the Wildcats fans from around the campus, and good night to Charlotte, North Carolina.